Hey everyone, Bob and Audrey here. We really want to help you to have healthy, right, happy relationships. Why not?
And why not love your life with God? And that's not always just easily done when we live in this world where stuff happens.
Have you ever felt accused? I think that's probably one of the worst feelings you could ever feel is when somebody has made a false accusation either towards you or about you, and you feel unjust in it.
Yeah.
Here's what happens. We tend to do that with ourselves.
And I think this is really true to my life and true to our hearts this week in particular, because a couple things happened where I was like, oh my goodness, I had put myself out there in a situation and I went, I'm just really making myself vulnerable here. And I guess I needed encouragement from a certain person.
Well, you were looking for it.
I felt like I needed it,
Well, because
Bob.
we're in a relationships, right? Relationships. And it's just like, I would expect at least a response. I'd expect that you'd at least notice and bring that voice of encouragement. Did I do all right or not?
And then I go, I always encourage others. Why don't people know that
you do.
I need it too?
Why didn't someone encourage me?
So I needed encouragement in a particular thing. I'm not going to get into details, but I got silence. That was hard for me, Bob, because immediately I turned to accusations against myself. Well, maybe I didn't do as well as I thought. Maybe I wasn't enough. Another thing happened.
Then we move into a self-judgment. You see, not only do we project a judgment against somebody else, but then we begin to make a judgment about ourselves.
And it goes
Am
deep
I good
and
enough?
dark
Am I
fast.
right enough? Did I do well enough? All those things. And then the performance, begins to happen. Oh, this gets tough.
Bob, it gets so dark. Like before long, I was like an actual loser. I was like, I'm such a loser. Okay, we all go through this. And then something happened where I made a mistake in a certain situation and I begged for mercy. Basically, I just said, listen, I own my mistake and I'm asking for mercy. And instead, I needed mercy. And what I received was punishment. That's not very fun when you make yourself vulnerable and say, man, I own this. I was wrong. Can you please forgive me? I need mercy. But instead, nope, I'm going to punish you.
Yeah.
And then I go, and then the accusations come in not only against myself, but against that person. Like, man, I give so much mercy. Why can't I get some mercy again? It's like, and then that's just pride. It's like,
all right,
whatever.
so let's just stop it right here. Okay. We've all experienced this, in our relationships. And what I don't want you to do is to avoid. A lot of times, that's what you're going to do. Now I'm going to avoid this person. Simply because you have that deep down feeling that possibly I've disappointed you, or maybe I am a disappointment. And when you feel that, it's just like, I don't want to be with them.
I don't even want to see that person.
Right. So let's talk about the accuser.
Yes.
There is an accuser.
Let's call him out.
There is an accuser that would love to speak lies about, who you are and about your present circumstances, about your future, whatever it might be. But there is an enemy who comes with accusations as well. There's a lot of negative self-talk that we have, and we can accuse ourselves and we can accuse others. This accusation comes in when I presume I know why you acted this way, or why you didn't respond the way I was hoping that you would. But my judgments are all the whys that I place on it. So this week we want to help you.
Exactly.
We really want to help you in your relationships and understanding, the why, because a lot of times what we want to do is change. I want to change you. I'm going to change me. I'm going to change the situation. What I want you to do is to begin to embrace the truth of the identity, the truth of your identity in Jesus, because that's when true transformation takes place.
And we're going to talk about the difference between change, which is when I have to reject myself because I'm bad.
Don't do that.
Or transformation, which is when I activate the real me because Jesus actually lives.
I'm a new
inside my
creation
heart.
in Christ Jesus.
And
Old is gone. New has come. The putting off of the old, the releasing of the new.
Accusation. This is what we're going to write in the comment section this week. Accusations have told me that I am bum, 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 bum. However, because of Jesus, I am la, 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 la. And you know what? This really came to life to me. I was kind of down in the dumps because of these two things I needed and I wasn't getting. And then I was in my memory verse thing, my binder, and I was in Psalm 127. And the last verse then says this, and he will not, or she will not be put to shame when he confronts his accusers at the city gate. And I'm like, hey, we can actually confront our accusers and say, you know what?
That's a lie.
I'm going to confront my accuser and say, you know what?
I'm not going to talk about myself that way.
I'm not going to let that come into the gatekeeper, into my heart. I'm not going to believe that about myself. So today in the comment section, remember, read the blog. There's a lot more detail, but go with this. Say, accusations have told me that, you know what, I'm a loser and I don't deserve mercy, but because of Jesus, blessed are the merciful, for they shall receive mercy. I'm saying that about myself today. Why don't, whatever it is, those stupid accusers, confront them. Let's just...
Good.
I feel happy about this.
It's going to be a good week. Make sure that you catch, all of the write-ups that we have coming. And I just want to say thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your life.
We love you.
And I believe that this is going to be a dynamic week for you.
Yeah.
A real turnaround as you embrace the truth of who you are in Jesus and who he is in you.